The 2016 Ford F-150. It is the best-selling vehicle of all time in the US. It was redesigned only a few years ago, and now its body is made out of the same metal as beer cans. I'm Jay, and welcome to the latest episode of Car Buzz Unboxing Reviews, and this, of course, is the one and only Ford F-150. And before I get started today, I want to thank Walnut Creek Ford in Walnut Creek, California for letting me come on down and film today. So this Ford F-150, this is actually the 13th generation of what was originally the Ford F-Series, and that car dates back to 1948. And when I said beer cans in terms of the metal of the exterior, I'm right. This car, it's based on an all-new platform, and it has an all-aluminum body construction. Yes, aluminum, beer cans, there you go. But what does aluminum do for the F-150? It drops its weight by nearly 700 pounds. But as you can see, just on the interior here, I'll get to more of that in a few minutes, this is just as manly and tough-looking as all Ford F-150s in the past. So don't think by having a lighter exterior means that Ford is going all soft for the rest of its famed pickup truck. And this particular truck, this is the SuperCrew here. It is literally a four-door sedan pickup truck. It's big, it's luxurious. And when I get to pricing, it's almost insane what full-size pickup trucks like this can go for today. And this one, it's painted white platinum, and that alone, this paint costs nearly $600 extra. But the most significant design change, I think, from the previous F-150 are the headlights. They used to be kind of curved a little bit. These are more rectangular. Everything is just very chiseled in this truck's body design. I even like those wheel arches above the wheels. I think it's overall a very solid design, maybe even a little too conservative. Because then again, if you look at, for an example, the Ram 1500, that truck, it just looks incredible. It has its own unique look, and just pair them up side by side the next time you see one to an F-150 and you'll see what I mean. Maybe the Ford is a little too conservative. And as you can guess by the rear tailgate there, this is the Platinum trim. And when I mention how much this thing costs, well, you'll see why they call it Platinum. I mean, it's a dead giveaway right there. It looks nice, but it kind of goes to the core of, should pickup trucks be this luxurious? But what I really like about these Ford F-150s is just the sheer number of configurations available. For an example, there's 3 cabs offered. You got the regular, the Super Cab, and this one, the SuperCrew. You have 3 different bed sizes, 5.5 feet, 6.5, and 8 feet, as well as 4 engine options and 2 different drive options. And as you can see by what it said on the back, this one is 4-wheel drive. And the number of trims, there's also a lot. You have the XL, XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum, the Limited, and next year, the next generation Raptor will come out as well. So it's pretty clear Ford wants an F-150 for everyone, which makes sense considering they no longer sell the Ranger compact truck. So under the hood here, this is an optional engine, the naturally aspirated 5-liter V8, 385 horsepower, 375 pound-feet of torque. Like the rest of the F-150 lineup, it's paired to a 6-speed automatic. But think of this engine as it's sort of the old school option. Naturally aspirated V8. Considering the optional engines, you have a 2.7 liter twin turbocharged EcoBoost V6. That's the most efficient choice, as well as a 3.5 liter EcoBoost V6 as well. And the interior, I mean, it's almost hard to believe that this is a pickup truck. It's just covered in really high quality black leather. And just notice in between the 2 front seats just how wide that center console is. To give you an idea, you can easily fit a laptop right there. And when I mentioned this is literally the size of a sedan, I meant it. Look at the rear seat. What's great is that you can get 3 adults back there pretty comfortably, 2 even more so, and those adults can easily be more than 6 feet tall. And these rear seats, they can even fold up against the bed wall, and there's under-seat storage too. But just look at this dash. I mean, what I like here is it's straightforward, it's simple, but it looks manly. Everything is just oversized. And the front bucket seats here, they're very comfortable to sit in, long distance travel. It's a fantastic ride. And get this, you can even get optional real wood trim. And look at that, just the way the running boards come down right there automatically. Remember when they used to be stationary? Not anymore. But let's start that engine up because you need to hear naturally aspirated V8. Okay, fuel efficiency. Here's what you're looking at here. 15 miles per gallon in the city, 21 highway, and a combined 17 miles per gallon. If you want the most fuel efficient F-150 possible, go for the 2.7 liter turbocharged V6. That's an EcoBoost engine, 325 horsepower and 325 horsepower and 375 pound-feet of torque, which is actually pretty good. But just to compare, the Ram 1500, another truck that I keep mentioning how much I like it, especially that design, it has an optional diesel option. And that V6 diesel gets even better fuel economy. Okay, this is nice here. This is the new touchscreen system. This is Sync 3. It replaces my Ford Touch. And as I mentioned in my unboxing review of the Ford Fusion Platinum as well, this Sync 3, it is much better than my Ford Touch. It's much more intuitive, it's more logical in how the layout works, and it's faster. There is no stupid rebooting going on here. And what's also nice is that you can get in the F-150 because it's such a large truck. For an example, it's 2 inches wider than the F-150 it replaced. Ford has a 360-degree camera system that it eases everything from hitching a trailer to crawling over obstacles at low speed, you name it. It just makes operating a big rig like this a bit easier. You also have dual zone climate control. Again, just luxury premium features in a full-size pickup truck. It's really nothing new, but you're just going to have to wonder when automakers are going to literally stop the luxury. Aren't these supposed to be work trucks that can get dirty? I don't know. I would not want to get this truck dirty, especially with that leather upholstery. But then again, if you need this thing to work, this F-150 with a 5-liter naturally aspirated V8, it has a payload rating of 2,100 pounds and a towing capacity of 9,000 pounds. And it weighs over 5,500 pounds, which, just to compare, that's literally 2 Ford Fiesta STs. And that center console storage bin is so big it needs a shelf. Like I said, a laptop can go on there. More storage. You can plug in your phone. I'm having a hard time finding anything this F-150 SuperCrew Platinum cannot do. But let's talk safety here. The US government has given this an overall 5-star crash test rating. There's front seat airbags, second row inflatable seatbelt, blind spot monitors, lane keep assist, tire pressure monitoring system, and also a locking tailgate. So some people were concerned because of the aluminum body. Is this safe? Yes, it is. But the aluminum body also brings up another concern, and that is repairs. See, pickup trucks such as the Chevrolet Silverado and its twin, the GMC Sierra, Ram 150, Toyota Tundra, they're all steel-bodied, and steel is very easy and relatively cheap to fix in case it's been in an accident. Aluminum is something different, but Ford says it has 3,000 body shops set up across the U.S. that are specifically trained to handle this new aluminum in case of damage. And this is nice right here, this 8-inch digital screen in between the speedometer and tachometer. It's great, and it's just super easy to read for the driver. So what are the other competitors here that, I've already mentioned the Ram 1500. I really like that car. It weighs around 400 pounds more than the F-150. But like I said, I think it has the best styling of all the full-size trucks, hands down. And also, instead of the turbo V6s, it offers that optional diesel, and it has the best highway rating of the group, 29 miles per gallon. And the Ram 1500, it also has the best overall ride quality. If you've ever experienced that truck, you'll understand what I mean. There's also the Toyota Tundra. So that has a 5.7 liter V8, but the problem with that V8 is, and just like the rest of the truck, it's just out of date. The design itself goes back to 2007, and the last refresh was in 2014. And that V8, it's loud, and again, Toyota needs to update the Tundra just like it did to the Tacoma recently. The Chevrolet Silverado and its twin, the GMC Sierra. No turbocharged engines there, no diesel engines there just yet. I believe those are coming. You have naturally aspirated V6s and a couple of V8s to choose from. But what's interesting is that the V6 Silverado, it's actually less than 100 pounds heavier than this aluminum-bodied F-150. And instead of only having a 6-speed automatic, which is what's offered in the F-150, the Silverado and Sierra, they do have an 8-speed automatic. But what I really love most about this F-150 is just the sheer amount of technology in it. I love the number of possible configurations, the number of engine options that are available. You got to remember, Ford wants everyone to go to a Ford dealership for their pickup trucks. And they want that pickup truck to be the F-150. Again, best-selling best-selling vehicle in the US, even outselling the Toyota Camry. This is cool. This is the box link system, and it fits cleats and brackets to the bed so that it can be divided, and so cargo can also be anchored. And the front end here, the headlights, LED units, same with the taillights. Heck, even the tow hooks in the Platinum here are chrome. I do really like that 3-bar grille design. Again, manly, just like the interior. Everything here is just oversized. Pricing. This Platinum, it starts at $52,000. And this one here, with everything all in, $61,865. 60 grand for a pickup truck. All the other competitors I mentioned, they all started around $27,000 to $28,000. And they don't go any more than around $52,000 to $53,000. This car, $60,000 for a full-size pickup truck. Where does it end? That's a full-on luxury car. That's a BMW price here. But people are buying it. The F-150 just continues to sell well. You also have the King Ranch Edition, which is higher than the Platinum. That goes for even more money. So I'm out of time today. Thanks everyone for watching. Any more questions for me, leave them in the comment section below. And be sure to check into the next CarBuzz unboxing reviews.